welcome to IrishRacing.com for another edition of Emma's Eyecatchers. Quite weak in Ireland last week anyway, at least. We only had the one meeting in Cork. Naas called off with the fog, obviously. Night and day, could have been eye-catching there, but we couldn't see a whole pile of her, so I'll leave her out of this video. I suppose kick-off, I think the best winning performance in Cork for me anyway was Dart to Art in the 2 mile maiden hurdle for Tom Cooper. He maybe a little bit disappointing since winning his Gorham bumper last year. Went to Cheltenham, probably wasn't quite up to that grade, but I thought, change up tactics from his first maiden hurdle run, went out in front, made use of his jumping. He was very, very agile, so quick over his hurdles. Even he made a bit of a mistake at the second last, but he lost absolutely no ground. He was able to find his legs so quickly. Maybe stepping into handicap company next time. Not sure where he'll go, but he's probably one for the track I want to keep an eye on. He's a horse with a bit of ability, and that jumping will be a massive asset to him in the future, you'd imagine. A horse kind of a little bit eye-catching in behind there, just quick mention to him, might be a bit of a mad one. He was beaten about 20 lengths in 6th, but the Dawn, I thought, showed a little bit of ability on 3rd maiden hurdle start. Should be stepping into handicap company next. If you just watch him coming up the back straight, he made up an awful lot of ground. He was jumped out near the back, and he travelled quite well into it and petered out in the end. But if he's given a low opening mark, he should be able to win a small handicap hurdle somewhere. But I thought probably the biggest eye catcher of the day was Oscar's brother for Damien Murphy. He was a horse coming into this big price in the 3 mile maiden hurdle, 25-1, I think. But he was actually being placed in a few point-to-points and probably just jumped out, giving an educational ride out the back. But his ability carried him right into the race, turned in, travelling quite well. Even jumping the last hurdle, he jumped it quite big and he put his head down, showed a good determination to run past horses. You'd imagine after that performance, he'd be well up to winning 3 mile maiden hurdle somewhere. So yeah, he's a horse with a bit of ability. You probably want to put in the tracker for next time. I normally pick a horse for an Antepost bet from the last week, but I probably wouldn't be rushing to back anything from Cork for Cheltenham at this stage. So maybe a small look ahead to the Lawlers and Naas. Some really, really looks like a top class renewal of that race. It Atlantique, Firefox, a few others on Tubber, massive reputations. Maybe one who might fly under the radar a small bit. I don't particularly fancy him to win on Friday, but going forward to Cheltenham, I think Faux Park is a little bit overpriced for the Albert Bartlett. He's 16-1. Look, he's also shown a lot of determination, ability. He's probably a decent horse, but stepping up to 3 miles, maybe not so much on Friday's race, mightn't suit him to the ground. But I think the test of the Albert Bartlett could suit this horse very, very well. So yeah, I hope he runs a nice race on Friday. And if he does, I think 16-1 for the Albert Bartlett could look a decent price for him. So look, let me know in the comments if there's any eye catchers that you saw during the week or anything Antepost or Cheltenham that you particularly fancy. I'll be back on Friday with a form scan show and back again on Monday with our normal Jump to It show again. So if you like the content, make sure and like and subscribe to the channel.